Hey, what's up guys? Another quick Shadow of the Colossus video. This one is going to be a little bit bland because I'm going to show you the settings that this game offers. I find them to be very interesting, and I wish all the remasters and new games for the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X had this. Now, if you're a PC gamer, you're not going to find these settings interesting at all because you're used to having these kinds of settings, but there is one interesting one that I think you guys appreciate, and you'll be able to see it on the camera. So you have your settings, and typically sorry about the banding from the camera, it's actually pure white over here. Let's see if I can brighten it up a little bit. No, it's not gonna work. All right, anyway, so you have your game settings, your audio, nothing crazy there. You actually pick your speaker mode, which is pretty cool. But back to display, your typical screen brightness and your very typical HDR, pan it till the color disappears. On mine, I can still see the left side. You guys are used to that, no big deal. You can't always go by these gamma things for HDR. Sometimes, like Forza, they're wrong and it gets too dark, but that's not what I want to show you guys. Is you have enable HDR on off. Graphics mode, you have cinematic, which is your 4K at 30. And you have performance, which I believe is 1440p at 60. You have motion blur, which I tend to keep off, but you can mess with that. Thank you for giving me the option. But I wanted to show you guys, this is pretty interesting, is this filter. Normally these filters don't do much. They can change things, make things more vivid. But check out how different these filters actually look. So this is no filter at all. That's vivid. Warm, cool, woodland, complementary, very warm image. Mono, very neutral. Bright, which is bright. Emerald, very green. Radiant, but you see where these will actually they're not hot colors. They'll actually change the entire flow of the game in the terms of its mood. So we'll show some of these during gameplay, but I thought these were interesting. What's very interesting is frigid, vibrant, but I love this one. Faded, gotcha. That's terrible. This one's like, if you want a film strip, that fake Call of Duty grain, awful, but if you like that. Night. Like, how sick is that? You can't actually see it on my camera because it's too white. Anyway, but I mean, night. It's giving you the option to actually play the game at night, which is pretty intense. I mean, just to give you that kind of option. Now, for those of you that like advanced contrast, things like that, what I like about something like Vivid, this game is very soft, guys. So this might be one where you use reality creation to sharpen things. I love that it's soft, to be honest, because it keeps aliasing down. It keeps those jagged edges down. But if you put it on something like Vivid, come down to the slider. I know you can't see the slider because of the camera. There it is. You can actually hit the intensity and make the game just that much sharper. So I did read about this in the review. It does make the game feel much different, but this really does add, even though it looks more color-based, it really does add a different feel outside of live color, things like that actually make the colors bleed or change to deep, deep red. So, cool is your typical cool, but you play something like this one, it's like playing the game in the sunset. Then you get over to frigid, stormy weather, and then you have, obviously, night. So I'll be playing with all of these features during my gameplay, and they say that it does change the gameplay enough to where it'll make you play the game again. So I want to show you those settings really quick. It's excellent that they have them like this for consoles, considering that consoles typically have like gamma, which is just brightness, and then they're like, okay, cool, that's all they give you. So it's nice to see console games actually give you some settings. There's not so many settings that you'll never stop playing with them, but I think it's great to have it, and thank you for turning on and off film grain. I mean, it's pretty heavy if you turn it on, but thank you for giving that choice. But wow, look how heavy that film grain is. Wow, okay, I'm glad I can turn that off. But thank you as always, guys. More videos to come. Take care.